welcome here to TalkFCB, and welcome to the final 8 of the Copa del Rey, where Barça are going to be in action once again in midweek. This time, we're going to be taking on La Liga opposition in Granada. It is going to be a tough game, as we have a chance here to reach the semi-finals. That would be good. So let's get to it. Kickoff will be coming to us at 9 p.m. local time on Wednesday night, live there from the Nuevo Estadio de los Cámares in Granada. And if we just have a look here at the other ties that are going to be going on in midweek, you've got Almeria, the only Segunda side still left in the competition, coming up against Sevilla. You've also got Levante and Villarreal, and Real Betis against Athletic Club. And think about this, if we win and Athletic win, could we actually play each other again? I would keep an eye there on that result. But I also want to bring you, just before we do get into the game and all the pre-match stuff and the team selection, I want to bring you some news from transfer deadline day. It wasn't really any surprise that Barca didn't have any incomings, but we did have one outgoing on that deadline day, and it did include there Jean-Claire Todibo. And it was a transfer there that we did expect to go through. He did indeed cut his loan short with Benfica. He didn't really have any success there at all, and he wasn't given any opportunity by Jorge Jesus. He has now gone back to France, which I think is a good place for him to go and play his football, because he's joined Ligue 1 club Nice until the end of the season, where he should get much more opportunities there to show the quality that we know that he has. And also, as expected, in that loan deal until the end of the season, there is an option to buy for €8 million up front, with a potential €7 million in variables should Todibo impress there in his time in Nice. And I think we're all going to be keeping a close eye on what Todibo can do. But when you're looking here at this Copa del Rey tie against Granada, what we are facing is not only a La Liga team, but I think also a very, very good and very established La Liga team right now. Granada are finding themselves comfortably in the top 7. They have established themselves as one of the better teams in La Liga, certainly right now. They're still a team who are in Europe this season. They're still playing their football in the Europa League knockout stages, and this is not going to be an easy game by no means at all. But of course, you do look there at the start of January, we did meet Granada away from home in a game that should be similar to this one. On that day, we were outstanding. Granada 0, Barça 4, Messi scoring twice, Griezmann scoring twice, and of course the two of them scored in the very last game. I would certainly take a repeat of that, and I do imagine it's going to be a strong team. Because I think when you are coming into this game, and I think if you look at the previous rounds there, particularly Ronald Koeman's team selection against Rayo Vallecano, what you can gauge, and especially there from the press conferences too, he's not taking any chance. I think Koeman here sees the Copa as the genuine trophy that he can go out there and win. Of course, we're still going to try everything for the league and indeed the Champions League, but I think Koeman is realistic. He knows this is a good chance for a trophy, and he wants to go out there and try and secure that. And we're going to see, I'm sure of it, a strong team tomorrow against Granada, and I wouldn't actually expect to see too many of the youth players at all getting their chance against Granada. But before we move on to the squad list and indeed the team selection, I want to bring you a bit of an injury update here on two players who have been out for a significant amount of time. First of all, I know many of you are wondering what is the situation right now with Ansu Fati, who of course has been out with that knee problem now for a number of months, but unfortunately the news right now with Ansu is not so positive. They were hoping that maybe he could advance in that recovery, that he could get over that problem as quickly as possible, and that he might play a part in the tie against Paris Saint-Germain. But right now, that is almost completely ruled out. I'm not just talking there about the first leg in the next 2 weeks, I'm also talking about the return leg in March, because right now the club doctors, along with Ramon Cugat, who's overseeing Ansu's recovery, they don't want to rush things. They don't really want to put any deadline on it right now, because apparently Ansu, when he goes out there, when he's increasing the workload on that knee, apparently there's still some swelling there. It's not quite going as they'd hoped to get him back quickly. And of course, the main thing is that he recovers, and that he recovers 100%. Let's not rush him back. If he's not available for PSG, it's a blow. It's disappointing. But the main thing is that recovery. And Ansu, we're wishing you all the best. One player, though, who has received some more positive news today is Gerard Piqué, because not only is it his birthday today, he turns 34 years old, very happy birthday to him, but he also celebrated that by returning there to individual training out on the field. You can see him there out on the field, training ground, also playing with the ball, which is good to see. And again, there's no real time frame, there's no real date set in stone there for his recovery, because again, this was a serious problem. But it's good to see Piqué back out there, clearly working hard on that recovery. The signs for him are more positive. But if we do take a look at the game tomorrow, and indeed the squad list that will be facing Granada in the Copa del Rey, what you will notice is the return of Serginho Dest. He's trained now with the group 2 days in a row, so he is back and ready for this game. And again, what you would notice is there's not too many players there in terms of the youth. There's no Ilash Moriba, there's no Conrad in the squad, and I think we are going to see a strong team from Ronald Koeman, who right now is taking no risks. Because if we first of all look at the team that faced Athletic from the start, and of course came through that game with a very, very important win on Sunday, and I don't think we can expect too many changes from that team, but I would expect a few, and I would highlight there 4 particular changes that I think Ronald Koeman is going to make coming into this game. You're looking in goal, at centre-back, at right-back, and indeed there in that midfield area. Now, of course, in goal, I would fully expect it to be Neto, the cup goalkeeper, to replace Ter Stegen in the lineup. Of course, it's a big game that we want to win, but Neto does deserve his fair opportunity. And alongside Araujo, I think it's very, very unlikely to be Samuel Umtiti. Now, we know how well he played against Athletic, but I also don't think he's going to be involved that quickly after that game, just to preserve that fitness. So I think Longley is more than likely going to return at centre-back. And at right-back, although Mingueza did a very, very good job against Athletic, I think Sergio Roberto, who came off the bench in the last game, he'll be back in the starting lineup, and instead of in midfield, I think he will play at right-back in this game. And in midfield, Pjanic started, but he did come off against Athletic, and I think Sergio Busquets will be reinstated to the starting lineup after his suspension kept him out of the last game, and I think that's what we can expect. Like I keep saying, Koeman is going to go strong. He's going to go with something that he knows, something there that is tried and trusted in a game like this. We beat Granada, like I say, at the start of January very, very comfortably, and with this team, we would hope to do it again. And certainly, guys, in terms of your predictions for this game, you are in very, very confident mood, and I'm really happy right now with the general feeling amongst us fans. We are feeling positive, we are feeling, even despite everything that's going on off the pitch at Barça, as usual, absolute circus, but we are feeling good with the results on it, and you guys there opting for a win by 2 goals, more than half of you believing that we'll get the job done. I here am going to go with Barça 3, Granada 0, hopefully another good away victory, and I would love to see that. So please do leave your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. What are you expecting from tomorrow's game? And ideally, what lineup would you like to see? Please let me know all of those thoughts down below. And of course, I'll see you tomorrow after the big game itself. And hopefully, it can be another win. I'll see you then. But until next time, as always, Visca El Barça.